He had the strength of a bull, the foot of a god, and a smile that lit up San Siro, but it all faded. A ghost of his former self, a king without a crown. What happened to Adriano, the man they called the Emperor? Cut to footage of Adriano's left-footed rocket vs Real Madrid, then a slow-motion clip of him sitting alone, head down, overweight and distant. This is not just the story of a footballer. It's the rise of a hero, and the haunting collapse of a man who had the world at his feet, until he lost it all. The rise. From the favelas to Flamengo. Adriano Leite Ribeiro was born on February 17, 1982, in Villa Cruzeiro, one of Rio de Janeiro's most dangerous favelas. Football wasn't just a passion. It was his escape. Cue ambient favela sounds, kids playing barefoot. His left foot was a weapon even as a child. At 14, Flamengo came calling. The boy from the slums was now a rising star. But no one could predict what he'd become. A star is born, Inter Milan notices. In 2001, after only 2 senior goals for Flamengo, Inter Milan saw something. The raw power. The unpredictability. He moved to Italy at just 19. In a friendly against Real Madrid, Adriano scored a screamer from 30 yards with his weaker foot. Santiago Bernabeu rose in applause. A new phenomenon had arrived, the Emperor. The loan that made him. To mature, he was loaned to Parma alongside Adriano's perfect partner, Mewtwo. Together, they were unstoppable. Adriano netted 23 goals in 37 games. Inter recalled him. Now, he was ready. El Imperator, the peak. From 2004 to 2006, Adriano became El Imperator, the Emperor. Left foot like a cannon. Muscular like a boxer. Flair of a Brazilian. Adriano wasn't just playing, he was dominating. Scored 28 goals in 2004-05. Won the 2004 Copa America with Brazil, including a 93rd minute equalizer in the final. Destroyed defenders. Worshipped by fans. Ronaldinho once said, "When Adriano was at his best, not even I could stop him."
The fall begins. A phone call that changed everything. In 2004, Adriano received a phone call. His father, his rock, his hero, had died. From that day, something broke. Not in his foot, but in his heart. Adriano spiraled. He drank. He partied. He showed up late to training. Moratti, Inter's president, sent him back to Brazil hoping he'd recover. But he didn't. Former teammate. He'd drink all night and not sleep. He was never the same again. Media pressure depression. The Italian press labeled him lazy, a disappointment. But beneath the headlines was a man drowning in grief. He returned to Inter, but wasn't fit. The goals dried up. The Emperor was crumbling.
The final fall. Back to Brazil, the illusion of redemption. In 2009, Flamengo welcomed him home. And he stunned everyone. 19 goals. A league title. Was the Emperor back? No. It was a flicker. He moved to Roma. Unfit again. Played only 5 games. Left after 8 months. Then to Corinthians. Same story. Injuries. Weight issues. Disappearances. From global icon to recluse. He began skipping training. Reports of favela parties. At one point, Adriano had bodyguards due to gang threats. He lost millions. Turned down contracts. Disappeared from public eye. At just 30, Adriano was gone. Not retired officially, but emotionally, he had left the game long ago. Legacy of the Emperor. Why we still love Adriano. Despite everything, Adriano remains a cult hero. He wasn't just a player. He was potential personified. A reminder that talent isn't enough. That grief can crush even gods.
He could have been what Haaland is today, maybe more, but destiny had other plans. He now lives quietly in Brazil, occasionally spotted, still smiling, still loved. Adriano's story isn't just football. It's about grief, mental health, expectations, pressure. He didn't fail us. We failed to see he needed help, not headlines. He remains the emperor, not for the trophies, but for the tragedy. If you remember Adriano's thunderous left foot, drop a soccer ball in the comments. Would you have built a team around Adriano in his prime? Let us know below. Loudspeaker subscribe to Goal Line Chronicles for more football mysteries, legends, and untold stories. Bell like, comment, share, and never forget, behind every player is a story worth telling.